Chief of Pakistan Army, General Asim Munir, Honorable Chief Ministers, and delegations from friendly countries, from Europe, Gulf states, China, United States of America, from Africa, Honorable Pakistani entrepreneurs, professional experts, members from academia, diplomats, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon. At the outset, I would like to express my deep gratitude and extend sincere thanks to the Ministry of Energy, Minister Ali Parvez, his team, and all other relevant departments, and of course, very valuable support from the Chief Army Staff and his colleagues, our international partners. All this put together has made this event not only very successful, not only very productive, but has gained the confidence of entrepreneurs sitting in this room, and of course, across Pakistan and globally. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not like to repeat what our honorable speakers have just concluded, and of course, the panelists. But I'd certainly like to say a few important things which would probably express my sincere feelings. And that is Mr. Mark Bistro of Barrick Gold. I have known him for the last 2.5 years. And in him, I saw somebody who was totally committed to this project at Reko Diq and was prepared to face and negotiate challenges on the way. And I was deeply touched by not only his acumen, but his steadfastness. And today you have seen the progress which has been made so far on a project which lingered on for about 20 years. I wouldn't want to go into details, but suffice it to say that here is a project from which we must draw our lesson, and that is, wherever there is a will, there is a way to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan has been blessed by Allah Almighty, infinite natural resources, from the rugged mountains of Balochistan to snow-covered mountains of KP to pristine tips of Gilgit-Baltistan, Azad Kashmir, and then to the valleys of Sindh and plains of Punjab. And this is not a secret, but in the public domain, these deposits value trillions of dollars. And if we are able to harvest these great assets, I can say without any fear of contradiction that Pakistan would say goodbye to institutions like IMF, who have been, of course, a great source of assistance to Pakistan, spanning over decades. And Pakistan will be able to get rid of a mountain of loans, borrowed sums of monies, costing us a fortune. Not only this, Alhamdulillah, we have been blessed with a very fertile land in the province of Punjab and Sindh and other parts of Pakistan. And on top of it, people, very brainy people, brave, who are ready to accept challenges and turn sand into gold. I think what we have witnessed here today, if we are able to put our act together, and we are all geared towards that, alhamdulillah, federal government, the provinces, institutions, along with the support of Pakistan Army, I can tell you without any fear of contradiction, ladies and gentlemen, that we can turn the corner within no time. It's all about the will to do. As we have seen Barrick Gold's presentation, they are training our young boys from Balochistan, employing people from Balochistan, creating socio-economic opportunities for them, technical training school, and so on and so forth. Here we have our brothers from Saudi Arabia, from Qatar, from UAE, and other countries, and of course, ambassadors from Europe and North America and Far East, China. I think this is an opportunity which we must convert into reality, not through borrowing more loans, but coming up with feasibilities and solid evidence of partnership which will result into a win-win partnership. And today, there is a dearth of rare earth material around the globe. And I would like to invite on my behalf of my government and provincial governments, all potential investors in Pakistan and abroad, whether they are from Gulf states, they are most welcome. Whether they are from China, they are most welcome. Whether they are from Europe, they are most welcome. From United States of America, they are most welcome, because I believe in my investor is my master. And together we can certainly convert this into an opportunity like never before. Ladies and gentlemen, in Sindh, we have one of the largest coal deposit around the globe. And Sindh Chief Minister Shah Sahab is doing a great job by utilizing this coal to generate power. And this coal deposit can feed our cement plants and lots of other industrial outfits, and thereby decreasing import of coal and saving our scarce foreign exchange reserves. In Punjab, they have discovered iron ore deposit near Cheniot, and I know Chief Minister of Punjab is fully geared to use this iron ore and convert into steel by investing into a modern steel plant. Balochistan, we have just talked about. KP has enormous potential, and so has Azad Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. But it's all about putting our act together. In the past, we have been issuing permission to mine our minerals and ship them out in a raw form, which is, I think, a chapter now needs to be closed forever. We have to make sure that whatever permissions are given to potential investors in future, whether it's our very enterprising entrepreneur Mohammad Ali Tabba or likes of him, they are great entrepreneurs, they're great Pakistanis. And of course, by the same token of imagination to our international investors, that we will not allow raw material to be shipped out of Pakistan. From today onwards, it has to be a very integrated policy where you mine raw materials, have downstream industry, convert them into finished and semi-finished goods, and then export it out. It will be a win-win situation that Pakistan gets technology, and it has to be also an integral part that such agreements will entail that investors will bring in technology and transfer that technology to Pakistan over a period of time, install smelters. And for international investors, it is also good for them that if they transport or ship raw material carries more freight cost than finished goods, because finished goods, they carry less space in the ship and carry more weight. A raw material carries more space in the ship and carries less weight. I think it's a simple logic, no rocket science. But from our Pakistan's national perspective, it is my duty and my government's duty to very humbly bring this for your kind consideration, that this will be the cardinal principle of our partnership, that in future you are most welcome to these mines all over Pakistan, and sky is the limit. But there has to be a partnership which brings benefits to both the partners, whether it's B2B or G2G. Ladies and gentlemen, I would therefore suggest that skilled training is most essential prerequisite for this wonderful business Pakistan has in its mountains, its valleys and plains. And for that, all entrepreneurs would be welcome to have joint partnership with Pakistani entrepreneurs or G2G to train our youth with modern skills, so that one day soon they become entrepreneurs themselves. In the beginning, they will work with Mark Bristow, with our investors from Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, and United States of America, China, Britain, and other places. But then it has to be a built-in factor that they will train our youth by establishing vocational training centers. I think these are those very important areas for all of us to consider, and then bring up a very holistic and all-encompassing policy which will bring tremendous dividends for both the partners. I will finally conclude by saying that these vast areas, rather arid areas, are soon going to be converted into hubs of development. And inshallah, I want to say, with all authority at my command, that we will work as a team, the federal government, the provincial governments, and myself, not as Prime Minister, but Chief Executive Officer of Pakistan, along with our dynamic Chief Army Staff and his colleagues, and turn Pakistan as one of the most growing countries around the world, inshallah ta'ala. Ladies and gentlemen, one last point, and that is, I would like to invite all my friends from brotherly countries and friendly countries to come to Pakistan after getting huge inspiration from this wonderful event and these presentations and speeches, and be my guest and be our guest, and I will play host to you. We will not talk, but we will walk, and we will crystallize our discussions into solid agreements which will bring huge dividend for you, and Pakistan will progress and prosper like never before. Pakistan Paindabad.
पाकिस्तान मिनरल्स इन्वेस्टमेंट फोरम से खिताब कर रहे थे, जो बराह रास्त आप देख रहे थे। जबकि इस मौके पर उन्होंने कहा कि तमाम मंदूबीन को पाकिस्तान आमद पर खुश आमदीद कहता हूँ। फोरम के इनेकाद पर ताउन में आर्मी